Welcome to the Thriving Solopreneur Show, where you learn the stories and systems that have turned hardworking, self-employed business owners like yourself into highly successful, leisurely entrepreneurs. This show is dedicated to those who went into business for themselves because they had an idea or suggestion that ignited their passions to do more, to do it better, and to solve a problem in our community. Whether your business started in a basement, a garage, or at a kitchen table, this episode will bring to you a system, a tip, or an entrepreneur that has been where you are and can guide you to living the fulfilling life you desire for yourself. Here's your host and serial solopreneur, Janine Bolon.
Hello and welcome to the Thriving Solopreneur. This is Janine Bolon, and I wanted to share with you a conversation I recently had with Tom Chenault. He is the founder and one of those amazing men who has become incredibly successful because of just the number of multi-level marketing firms he's a part of. He really is Mr. Multi-level marketing guy. And he has created an app called Contact Mapping. And he and I connected when I was lucky enough to be part of the beta testing of that particular app. Had a lot of fun, worked with him very closely and his team. But I was just doing my normal follow-up. Hey, Tom, how you doing? And what was fascinating to me is we got into this very deep conversation very quickly about the challenges that we're seeing with folks who are running their own businesses. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about that conversation. There are three primary points. The first one is both Tom and I have noticed the challenge people have with starting conversation. I don't know if it's just normal hesitancy or because we're in environments that we're not used to, because we're highly digitized and we're on more Zoom calls than we've ever been in our lives. But starting conversation seems to be a challenge with folks. And so whatever you have to do, I have several books I can recommend. Feel free to reach out to me, either through email or what have you, and get on the call with me, and I will be happy to give you a guide on the fine art of conversation. And there's a book called by Deborah Fine, actually, Fine, called The Fine Art of Conversation. And she's been around for over 30 years, I think. And she just goes around and tells people different ways you can start conversation because she was quite introverted. And she started a business and knew that if she didn't learn how to talk to people, it was going to be a problem. So that's one recommendation is if you don't know how to start conversations, you feel uncomfortable starting conversations, do not allow that to hold you back. Get out there, get some education, get some information, and learn how to start conversations. The second thing that Tom and I talked about was how people do not know how to record conversations. As a business owner, no matter what you are doing, it is very important that you record comments after your conversations with people so that you can follow up with them. The biggest thing is, as business owners, we will talk to anywhere from 15 to 20 different people in a single day. Team members, as well as prospects, as well as current clients. If you do not have a system for how to follow all of those conversations, you will get lost in the shuffle. So have a way that you do this. Set up a system and follow it to the letter. Consistency is the key. This was a word that Tom and I used in our conversation frequently. It was just be consistent. The third thing that we noticed is that many business owners have no clue how to follow up. I have run into a number of fabulous people who I wanted to stay in touch with, and I was doing follow-up with them, and they were shocked because they just hadn't had anybody that literally said, hey, how about I reach back around to you in January or in February? And that would be 6 to 8 months away. And I would do it. And people are like, oh my God, how did you do that? Nobody follows up with me. So this is a trend that we're seeing in the business world that needs to be changed. And this is why. And Tom said it beautifully. He's like, you got to stick with what makes you money. What makes you money and what helps you in your business is the relationships you have with people. So there's a term that's being thrown about called relationship marketing, and you can get it all into the details on that. But let me just share with you what that means. Help people. The more that you communicate with other people and help them, the more money you make. And it's one of those things where you actually have to disassociate yourself, if you will, from your conversation. Like, you have to take the idea of how much money you need to make and how many clients you have to get. All of those numbers you may use for your goal setting, that has to go out the door. That has to go out the window. When you sit down to have a conversation with somebody, it has to be 100% about them and 0% about you. Just think of the power of that for a minute. When was the last time you sat down with somebody and had a conversation where it was 100% about you? It gets uncomfortable. Some people even say, Janine, I want to know what you do. We've been talking about me for over 30 minutes and we only have 5 minutes left on this call. And I'm like, sure. I'll talk about me in a minute. But really, first, this is all about you. This is a service we can provide people and really mean it. People talk about authenticity all the time. The thing is can you literally walk your talk, right? Are you behaving in a manner that is true to the relationship marketing principles? So to wrap this up very quickly, Tom Chenault, contact mapping is an app you can do. No, I don't get any money back. No, this is not any kind of marketing on my part. It's just letting you know that if you truly do not know how to start a conversation, record a conversation, or follow up, you are totally lost at sea. Contact mapping is an app that can help you. And Tom Chenault, with his son, Adrian Chenault, both of them are working side by side to get this app up and running. I've met their team. They're high quality people. If you have any issues, they'll be glad to help you. No, this is not a free app. Why? Because this app works. This is a heavy hitter. This is worth the money that you will put into it if you do not have a solid system for recording and follow up. So have a great day, everyone. This is Janine Bolon with the Thriving Solopreneur, where we give you little bits, tips, tricks, and techniques on how to build your business and stay in business. Have a great day, and remember, be profitable.
Thank you for listening to the Thriving Solopreneur Show. We hope you found this episode helpful and uplifting. Be sure to visit us at janinebolon.com/podcast, where you'll find a library of videos, books, and podcast programs to guide you to the future you envision for yourself. We also ask that you visit our sponsor, the8gates.com, for the books and online courses that share with you the debt-free living lifestyle that allows business owners like yourself to flourish. Have a great day, and see you next time.